All right, good morning, everybody. Today we are looking at SVRE here. It's looking pretty good, actually. Went from about $3 to a high there of almost $5. It's currently sitting at pretty high. I'm expecting this to come down to at least VWAP. SMMT, again, looking okay as well, going from about $1.20 all the way to $1.85, back down to $1.40 currently. We're expecting this one to start picking back up on open. XRTX here doesn't really look too fantastic. $1.61 all the way up to 285, so it had a really good range. It looks like it's consolidated pretty dramatically here down to $1.93, just on that 200 EMA there. NHWK looking okay here, going from 227 to a high of 319. Currently heading back down to that 200 EMA. It's okay, at least it still had some movement a little while ago. It looks like it has died off a little bit, but we could see this pick back up on open. Hey Wiz, how's it going? Oh, it's definitely up to us. It's definitely up to us how we play the market. MSPR here, again, big run up early on, going from 230 all the way to a high there of $4. Definitely had some good range. Again, looking the same as XRTX here. I think that was the one. Yeah, XRTX. Not really a whole lot going on right now, seeing below that 200 EMA, so I think we might end up leaving this one alone. But we'll have to see if this actually can pick back up and break through that 200 EMA and maybe start running again. And then we have GRFX here going from a low of 280 to a high there of 340. So the range is okay on it. We are breaking back above that 200 EMA a couple times here. So it's looking half decent in that regard. Very bullish candle here. We'll see on open if this has anything left to give us. I think GRFX could be a good win here, so I think I'm going to get ready to take a play on it. So we're going to go GRFX. We're going to see how this opens, but maybe 295 as an entry. We're going to go for 320 and then a 2. Probably just a 285 stop loss. Okay. It's holding. That's definitely good news. We're at the top of that band, though, so yeah, not really doing anything quite yet, so we're just gonna leave that be, I think. We'll go through these other ones quickly, see if anything else is looking good. We're almost at VWAP on SVRE. That's what we want, so we're gonna go SVRE. SVRE. So we're looking at about a 440 entry. We're gonna go for at least $5 on this, and then we'll give it a 430 stop, I think. We don't need a lot of room. So 430 is gonna bring us to right. Come on, go up a little bit. Ah, too far. Well, that was difficult. Okay. Okay, blue's going in the garbage. We don't need the blue line. All right, perfect. Now let's go back to GRFX. Man, it did it. I knew it was going to do it. I just wasn't patient enough. GRFX, if you got in where I was saying to get in, it looks like you made your money. It's almost at 310 now. It looks like it's going to break through that, so we're going to go for about a 310 entry, I guess. We're going to go for a 330 PT and then just a $3 stop. You don't have to follow if you don't want. This is going to be a risky trade for sure. $3 is right at that line there. We'll go 2.99 then or something. Crap, I think I put it right at $3. There we go. All right, so we're 315 currently. I got the tracker like half set up today, so that's something new for Mondays. Usually I don't set it up at all. Unfortunately, there's a lot of scrolling to do when you just load it up in the morning. There we go. Okay, so we're 323, 324. We can start taking profits on GRFX here. That's SVRE and GRFX. 325 there, gonna take some profits. Gotta make sure I write that down too. Taking profits, GRFX 325. All right. And then we've got SVR here. We're currently bouncing around. We are hitting that 340 area. We did hit as high as 470 though. Sorry, 430 area, not 340 area. It was the 430 area up to about 470. So depending where you got in, maybe you got a decent entry and you took some profits. Maybe you didn't. If not, it looks like it just about stopped us out there. Might recover off this. We'll have to wait and see. GRFX all the way down now, back to that VWAP line, but we did hit that 325 area. MSRP not really doing anything. MSPR, not MSRP. We do have NHWK here making a little bit of a run up. I don't think it's going to go too far this time around. I think it's probably going to come back down to 265. What pre-market scanner am I using? It's a custom scanner on Trade Ideas. We have XRTX not really doing a whole lot. SMMT also looking pretty decent here. Looking like, also looking like it's taking off quite a bit here. Not quite ready to jump in on that. SVRE back up to that 440 area. Let's see if we can make some more profit off that. SMMT looking good. MSPR is not doing anything, and GRFX all the way down to that $3 area. We're going to go ahead and enter at the $3 area. So that's GRFX, $3. Going to go for that 325 area again, and then we're going to go for a 290. Let's give it a 291 stop. So we're going to give it 291. 291 is right there. Of course, I picked another line. That's okay, though. GRFX, looking good so far. Looks like it's holding. Be a little worried if it starts to break down, but we still have some support lines below us as well, so not too worried. NHWK, looks like it hit that 200 EMA. It's breaking through, so we're going to leave that be. SVRE down past our stop, so if you didn't take profits, hitting stop on that. On SVRE, if we didn't take profits. Yeah, no worries. SMMT definitely breaking through that VWAP line here, so I think we're going to go ahead with SMMT. We're going to go for about $1.60 entry. We're going to go for $1.80 PT with $1.55. Let's give it $1.56 stop, because we can't really afford too much of a stop here. Well, it looks like we have a line there too, so we'll go $1.65 or something. Something in that area. MSPR looking decent. It is starting to make its move up to that 200 EMA, going from 247 to 267, so decent move there. GFRX looking like it is recovering off that $3 line, so we're looking good there. SMMT continues on its way, 169, and SVRE continues to drop. You might take another play on this around that 200 EMA. We'll have to see what it looks like at that time. But yeah, we'll get back to that. GCT's going as well. No. SMMT, yep. All right, so we hit $1.70 on SMMT. SMMT. I would say $1.73, maybe even $1.75 would be a good place to take profits. Even $1.70 if you got $1.65 would be okay. Definitely not the worst. We're almost 10 cents up. We just hit 10 cents profit on GFRX. We could definitely take some profit there. Taking some profit on GFRX, 310. That gives us a little bit of profit. SMMT down to $1.66, got up to $1.73 there. So that's a good place to take profit. Take profit, SMMT, $1.73-ish, something like that. Looks like it's coming back down a little bit. It'll probably come back down to VWAP here. SVRE looks like it is curling up here. We can get rid of that now. I would suggest waiting it out. I think this could be a dead cat bounce. I'd have to see this break above that VWAP line for that to actually be something bullish. MSPR here breaking through that 200 EMA and continuing on its way, so that could be something playable. We're at 316 on GFRX here, looking good there. MSPR heading back down a little bit. We'll see if it can hold at the 200. If it can, maybe we'll take a play. MSPR about 270. We're going to go for about 290 off that. Yeah, it's breaking down a little bit here. I'm not really sure we want to touch it quite yet. Let's leave it. I think that's too risky, and we're doing okay so far. So SMMT is looking okay here. MSPR is still holding though. I'm gonna kick myself if this goes up to that 390 mark before anything else. GFRX did hit about 317 there. Hopefully you took some more profit. Definitely a good place to do so. All the way back down to that $3 mark. We're going to be looking to take another entry on GFRX. $3. Again, we're going to go for 325. Might take profits early, and then a 291 stop. So same area, same trade. So we'll be looking to take some more profits on GFRX around that 310 area. That's the first price target we want to hit. Just that 10 cents price. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. SMMT 163 currently. NHWK still, nah, you know what? It did break back above that 200 very briefly, but it looks like it got rejected. Entire body's below it, so I think it's still a dead cat bounce. GFRX struggling, MSPR also struggling. This is looking like it's topping out. Very bullish candle up here, but yeah, I don't think it's going to push much higher. Looks like they're running out of buyers here, so it's going to come down a little bit at least. SVRE, yeah, you know what? This is starting to look a little bit more like a curl up. I'm a little bit more comfortable with SVRE, so I'm going to take a shot at it. SVRE, 3 or 430. Going to go for a 460 PT and then a 420 stop loss. So we're not going to give it a ton of room. Don't really want it to come back down to this level. And as historically, Mondays have been pretty bad lately, so we're just going to leave tight stops on most of this stuff. And we'll see what SVRE has in store for us. Breaking through that VWAP looks like it's not having too much of an issue so far. Got a little bit of a higher entry than I wanted. GFRX hitting that 308 level. Looking for 310. That's right at VWAP. Definitely a good place to take profits at 310. Hopefully we hit that bearish candle though, so this would be the safe place to... Oh, there we go. 311, just like that. You can take that profit. Taking profit GFRX 311. I think we hit a little bit higher there, 313. Still holding out maybe for 320 this time. That would be great. It does look like we're breaking into a consolidation, so 313 might be the highest we get out of this bounce, but we'll have to wait and see. SMMT all the way down to stop. So if you didn't take profits earlier around that 172, 173 area, you're going to be stopping out on the full amount here. And then after that, we're going to be looking to see a bounce off this 150 area. If we see that, we'll probably jump in. SVRE currently doing okay here. We hit 454. That's pretty close to where we want to be. We could take profits on SVRE. SVRE, 450-ish. Okay, we're back down SVRE now. SMMT getting very close to that $1.50 mark. This is very, yeah, I don't consider this a very strong support area, so I'm a little iffy if it'll hold here or not, but we'll wait and see. GRFX, yeah, GRFX. Did I type in GFRX? I did. Yep, I did too. GRFX, not GF, what did I say before? RX. Yeah. I must be dyslexic or something, I swear. Some of these tickers I just almost always get backwards. SVRE down, looks like it's just touching that stop, so you'd be stopping on the runner there, which is understandable. That was quite a big drop. SMMT here does look like it wants to turn around, but we are right at that zero line on MACD, so this is kind of an iffy zone here. Don't really want to touch something that's sitting right on that zero line because it could fall through. So I want to see a little bit of retracement or curl up before we touch that. MSPR still holding up here. This is looking like a good consolidation. It'll likely end up moving up from there. GFRX, God. Did hit that high again of 317. It is coming back down a little bit here to 310. It might come for, I don't know, maybe 305. If it hits 305, we could look at maybe re-entering because it looks like our safety zone is right at that $3 mark. So even putting a stop at like 295 from 305, not a terrible idea. Although we aren't hitting new highs, so that leaves a little bit less room for profit. So I'd still like to get in at $3 again if we have to, or if we get that chance. So we did break through that MACD, looking not so great here, hitting that 150, even 149. Looks like it might go all the way down to that 200 EMA then. If it hits that 200 EMA and looks like it's going to hold, we'll probably chance it. Just give it a minute here. And we'll see. 305 hitting on GRFX. I'm going to do that all day long. Hit 303 there at the low. Looks like it's going to move back up. XRTX, not really worth playing. SMMT looks like it is going to curl up. Yeah, this is still looking a little iffy, but I want to get a low entry on SMMT because it does have quite a bit of range and there's quite a bit of money to be made here. So I'm going to look to get in at $1.50. And I kind of at least want to hit $1.60 with a $1.47 stop. So we're going to give it about 3 cents. We could probably afford 4 cents, but yeah, $1.47 should be fine. If it falls down lower, we'll wait for a re-entry on that 200 EMA line. Okay, let's hope for a curl up on that. SVR8 still really not looking great. I mean, we could go for another 430 to 450 trade, but it's looking pretty iffy. Yeah, I'd leave it alone for now. GRFX is hitting that $3 range again, so we could go ahead and take another play on GRFX. GRFX, let's see that right. $3, gonna go for that at least 320 out of it. I'd like to really hit 320 this time, and then a 3, and the 290, 291 stop again. So that's been working out pretty fine for us. So we'll do it again. Although we're gonna have to start hitting higher on these because we have runners on like all of them, and I really don't want to stop out on like 4 runners on this stock. So I think this will probably be the last full trade we take on until we start closing out some runners. Either we close them out near the high there, or we just wait it out. And we'll not wait it out, just close it out a little early. GRFX. There we go, 314, just like that. Let's take some profit again. I swear, it's just giving it to us over and over and over here. Take some profit on GRFX, 314. All right, we're looking pretty good there. I think that it might be a winner. SMMT looks like it's kind of holding here. It's a little iffy, but we're not doing too bad here, so we'll hold on a little bit longer. We're hoping GRFX here does actually break to at least 320. I'd like to see 325 out of it again, but at 320 we could probably start to close out some of these runners. We still have one GRFX trade at 315, another one at 313, and then this one at 314. We've literally covered all the numbers here. So we're just hoping to close most of these out at 320. At 325 would be amazing, but we'll have to see some good pressure building if we want to wait that long. SVRE not looking fantastic. SMMT looking pretty good here. We're hitting 154, so we're on our way up from 150. If we hit 155, that might be a good place to start to think about taking some profit. Even 154 is not that bad. You're looking at about 3% profit there. NHWK not doing a whole lot. MSPR also not looking like it's going to do a lot here. Just breaking down from that 200 EMA, which could be an issue. And then we have GRFX here. Just hoping that it hits higher at some point. If it comes back down to $3, I don't think we're going to open up another trade on it. We'll just leave it be for now. And we have some other tickers we can check out. So let's go ahead and do some of that. We have AXDX. That one's looking pretty decent, actually. Nice uptrend, $1.28 to $1.44. So if we get this on a little downswing here to $1.38, that could be pretty good. So I think that's what I want to do right away. It's AXDX. This is going to be another hard one. $1.38. We're going to go for $1.50 and then $1.35 stop. So unfortunately, that puts us like really just right on that VWAP right now. If we could get lower, great. If you have to get in higher, probably not the end of the world. I don't think this is going to range that much, but you never really know. 325 hits on GRFX. Yep. Looks like we hit 325, so it's time to take some profits on these. Closing out the runners on GRFX 325-ish. Because we have tons and tons of runners, so this is kind of what I was hoping for, is that we got that chance to really close them all out because we have lots and lots of shares available. Let's see here, this trade. Nice, we're hitting even higher, 328. Cool. 331, 337. Oh, this last runner is going to be good. A little bit higher. Little bit higher. 337, a little bit higher. 340. I'm good with that. All right. All right, so that really brought up our wins. I'm sure it'll go a little higher. I just don't want to risk it too much because we actually averaged up really high on some of these, so I'm quite okay with that. Just making sure I got them all here. 331, yeah, 326, yeah. So my second scale that was actually the worst, but that's okay. Only averaged 326 on it. But some of these other ones are good. First trade, we closed out almost all of it, so we only averaged 325 on it, even though it was, last trade was pretty high on it, but that's okay. It's looking pretty decent. AXDX here, 144 area. Did dip down to that 138. So that's awesome. That's exactly where we were hoping to get in on AXDX. GRFX still staying up really high here around that 340 area. Looks like it's hitting a wall a little bit here. 100 sellers sitting there. Will we eat through it? Not really sure. Will it come back down? Also not really sure. Looks like we broke through a little bit higher. We do have resistance here at 343. That should be the high of day. Yeah, that's the high of day right there. So if it can break through 343, it could really run, but I don't think that's going to happen quite yet. We did hit as high as 154 on SMMT. Maybe you took profits on that, maybe you didn't, depending, I guess, how much money you were anticipating to make off it. It hasn't hit stop or anything yet, but if it hits 154, I would suggest taking some profits on it. NHWK not really doing anything there. We do have some profits on AXDX at 144, and I think we should probably take it. Taking some profits, AXDX, 144. Just because, you know what, we do have that decent amount of profits on that. 6 cents on a dollar and a half stock is not bad, so we'll take a little bit of profit there. We're at 345. It is breaking that high day, going almost to 350 now. You could get into this as a momentum play and jump in, put your stop halfway down the last candle. So you'd be looking at getting in right now and getting out at 342. I don't think that's the worst idea. I'm okay with them for a momentum play. Say GRFX. We're gonna go for about I don't know, maybe we can get 350-ish. We're gonna go for a 375 with a 335 stop. 335, 15 cents. That's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe give it like 10 cents. Though I'll put the stop at 340. Yeah, we definitely don't want a huge stop. We did jump up very high there. We saw it hit almost 380. Depending where you get in, you might already be well in profits. I got in a little high there. 352, but I'm still okay taking some profits there around that 370 area. So hopefully we see this hit higher. Since I got a 352, yeah, 340 is going to be a decent stop loss for that. You might even get another entry here, although this looks pretty bearish right now, so I wouldn't exactly be trying to jump in quite yet. We'll have to wait and see. This is a lot of buying pressure right here, so this could lead to buyer's exhaustion, and we could drop really fast, so just keep that in mind. SMMT's unhappy. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Not looking too good. We did hit all the way up to 154 again, so that was that. I said to take some profits at 154 twice, so hopefully people listened, took some profits, because this looks like it's going into stop. SVRE knife, yeah, down to, whoops, I don't know what I opened there. Down to past the 200 EMA, actually, right on that bottom line at $4. Rev took off. Rev, yeah. APRN moving up nicely. We can take a look at APRN and Rev. Almost 380, yeah, almost hit 380 on GRFX. Yeah, I said that right. Okay, so we can take a look at APRN. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. What's the range here? 490 to 530. It's an okay range. I think that this could be playable, so we'll leave that open. MSPR looks like this is a textbook curl up here. So if you want to make some quick cash, 260 to 275 would be probably the range you'd be playing. Hitting stop on SMMT with the remainder. And then we also had Rev. So we'll take a look at Rev and see how that's going. Looks like another textbook curl up here, but the range is honestly not worth playing. I'm not really seeing too much profit there, so I don't want to play that. And it's a little high for my liking. APRN hitting pretty low here, 507. This might be an area we could get in at. GFRX running again, past 380, almost hit 390. We still have that runner in there. Damn, we should have gotten in with some more. That's okay, though. Almost 390 there. That's about 20 cents more than I would have taken profits on, so that could be a possibility, taking some more profits around that 390 area. SMMT hitting that 200 EMA, so this is where we'd be looking to potentially take another play on SMMT. We're not really seeing a whole lot of momentum. Should have stayed in it, yeah. Yeah, no kidding. But that's okay. There's always more opportunities. If not today, there's other days as well. AXDX there hitting a high of 145. We did take some profit to 144, so I wouldn't be taking any more until about 150 unless it doesn't really look good, in which case we'll probably cut it. But right now it's looking okay. MACD's cooling off, price action's not really doing that, so we have that disparity there, which is usually a good thing. Disparity, is that the right word? Divergence, I guess that's the technical term. GRFX here looking kind of iffy. I wouldn't say this is necessarily going to go higher. So if you're still holding on to a lot of shares of GRFX here, I'd be looking to probably cut most of it. Maybe leave a runner as like a lotto play. We'll have to see. SMMT breaks down from that 200 EMA, so we won't be touching that. SVRE also not coming back. NHWK not doing anything, so we're just going to close that out completely. Your average was 303 as an entry. That's pretty good on GFRX. Yeah, no kidding. $3 to just about $4 then. AXDX taking a little bit of a fall here. APRN with a nice recovery. This looks like a textbook curl up, so I think I'm going to try an APRN play. We're going to go for about 510 as an entry. We're going to go for 530. There's not a huge range here. And then probably just a 495 stop. We could afford to give this more, but honestly, 495 should be fairly safe. If you want a really safe stop loss, put it down to 490, but then you're not really holding a 2-to-1 ratio, and doesn't sit well with me. So I'm not going to do that, but you could definitely give it a little bit more room if you wanted to. We're a little bit in profit on APRN currently. GRFX sitting down pretty low here. MSPR did not actually curl up. It had another nasty drop. So it's at the bottom support area here, 252. Will it hold? It's not looking likely that it'll hold. What was yesterday? Yesterday was even lower, 190. So I don't know. There's something wrong with this stock. I don't want to play it. SMMT here, not really doing a whole lot. SVRE also just continuing its drop, so we can look at other options here. GBNH, we can take a look at. GBNH. Yeah, nothing good there either, so we're just going to leave that. Got CAS. Nope, nothing there. FK. Up at $3 currently, but really nothing good there. CABA. Nope. SNCR. Nope, not liking that either, and these other ones are just not making gains. So we're kind of stuck with what we got for right now, which is okay. We're still doing okay on some of these. I feel like some of these might start slowing down on us, so we're going to be probably sitting on our hands here for a little bit. AXDX with a nasty drop below that VWAP line. So if if you haven't taken any profits, you're definitely in trouble, but hopefully you have. GRFX looking like it wants to curl back up from here, which would be pretty cool. Not really a good area to take another entry, but I mean, you could. It would just be risky, especially if MACD still points straight down. But I think we can afford to take that risk right now. GRFX, go for about a 355 entry. We're going to go for 380 maybe. And then just a 345 stop. Where would that bring us? This 345. Yeah, that brings us down a little bit. That's fine. I don't want to give it more than 10 cents. 345, and we still have that runner down there at 340, so you know what, at the end of the day this is looking okay either way. Even a stop out wouldn't really hurt my feelings at this point. We've made so much money on GRFX already, but hopefully we do end up making some extra cash. Dropping down to 352, that's going to be where I jump in here. We could afford to bring that stop down to about 340 if we really wanted to, but I think it's probably either going to take off or stop out at either point here. So we'll see what happens. Either we hit neither, or we're going to hit both. If we hit both, VWAP is looking like a pretty decent point to maybe think about a re-entry. And we'll see about that. SVRE still dropping. We have SMMT. Looks like it might come back a little bit here, but nothing major. GRFX, nice recovery there all the way back up to 358. Looking half decent. There's still a wall of sellers there, but honestly not looking too bad. AXDX is going to stop out on the remainder. And APRN at 322 or 522, sorry, 523. What did we get in on APRN? 510. Not really too much in terms of profit. 525, 15 cents. Yeah, you know what? It's not looking like we're going to hit a huge amount on APRN, so I want to secure at least something on it. So taking some profit, APRN 525. There it is right there, APRN 525, 528. Taking some profit there. 530 is where we were aiming for. We might hit that pretty quickly. Taking profits at 528, I think we'll leave it probably a little bit past that. We'll see. 365 currently on GRFX. We could take some profits here. $365 GRFX. Yeah, see, that call out was too late if you were over text. There was just no way to type that in and get that get out there at the same time, so someone had to suffer with that. SVRE still dropping, SMMT not doing a whole lot, MSPR still hitting a low here. GRFX all over the place currently, but you know what? Volatility is not necessarily the worst thing. APRN still holding 528 here. Looks like it does want to hit that 530 area. 531, that's PT. I think it could probably go higher, and I think it probably will, so I'm good with holding that runner longer, but I will call PT on APRN. Still holding some. We're almost at 540 now. Hit 537. GRFX back up to that 370 area. So if you didn't take profits that first time around, you're getting that opportunity now. It does look like a textbook curl up. Looking very good. MACD's curling up too. We're still holding lots of volume, so everything's looking good here. We should start to see some more profit soon. 540 on APRN. We just touched 541 there. Not a bad place to take some more profit. Take some more profit, APRN, 540, and leaving a runner. Okay. We've got AXDX here, not really worth playing quite yet. GRFX at that 370 area, looks like it hit 375. Not quite ready to take some more profits on that just yet, maybe 380. Where our PT is, we could think about taking some more profits. I do think it's going to continue going up, so I'm okay with this. Most volume is coming from GRFX right now, which is okay, and SVRE as well, with more daily volume than usual. However, it's still dropping, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So we're not really in the mood to short, especially with things we're able to go long on. We are hitting 380 on GRFX, and that's PT, and taking some more profit. And then past that, we'll just maybe we'll take some more profit at the high there, 388. I mean, you could also just leave it for now and see if we could hit $4. If we hit $4, that'd be pretty huge, or just around $4. Nice curl up though. Very, very close to our stop. We're a couple cents off from getting stopped out. APRN almost at 550 here. Now we're looking at like a decent amount of profits. Yeah, yeah, everything's still going here. GRFX is still looking good. We've got APRN still looking good. 555. Do I really want to cut the runner here? I think I'm going to cut the runner. Cutting runner on APRN 555-ish. Definitely, we're definitely past PT. We did well on this trade, a lot better than I thought we were gonna do. So can't really go wrong with that. I hope it comes back down to the low here at 528, so the previous high. You might see this as a support area. That would be pretty useful. If it did come down here, we might be able to take it as a re-entry. Again, the range on this stock is pretty slim until we're making new highs, so all around it's a pretty risky stock to be playing for that reason, but we'll see. We are reaching as high as 385 here on GRFX, so it's looking pretty good. Not quite 390 yet. If we hit 390, we'd be breaking into a new high. Let's see if it happens here. But also at this point, I'd be okay with it coming back down to 360, because then we could get a whole new entry, and that's worth it. That's more worth it to me if it comes back down and goes back up than if it just goes up another 10, 15 cents. Because I'm kind of shy on shares here. So I would like to rebuy those. We'll have to wait and see though. My God, dude, do you ever have a red day? I think that's got to be like, I don't know when you joined, but that's got to be 2 weeks in a row of making money. All right, we hit that 390 area. We're hitting almost $4 on GRFX. 399, we hit that $4 area. We're up to 405. I'm gonna sell some more. I'm gonna leave a little bit in there because I'm really not sure how high this can go, and I'd like to have at least a little bit of skin in the game. But you know what? 352 to $4, not bad. 410. All right, all right. Sitting here talking instead of taking profits. It's looking like it's paying in my favor though. Okay, I'm definitely taking profits now. I might regret that. This could go higher. I still have a little bit in. I could pull it out, but at this point we're really just playing with like a tiny amount of shares here. We've got like 4,000 shares left. Which is like less than 10%. Come on, GRFX. Hit 450 and I'll sell the rest and we'll call it a day. Hey. Way to go, man. Yeah, dude, this is a good Monday, see? This is why we show up every day. This is working out pretty good. We haven't had too many stocks that didn't really do anything. Well, I mean, there's lots of stocks that didn't really do anything. We've got MSPR here. I mean, like, there was gains. We missed it. SMMT, yeah, there was gains there, too. I guess we missed that as well. We missed the first run, tried to get a second one, got like a tiny bit out of it. SVRE, did we make money? I made a little bit of money on SVRE, and then it just ended up tanking. So, yeah, I mean, like most of these stocks, there's an opportunity to make money, but we've mainly been focusing on GRFX, which of course we were. This is looking like the clear winner. Didn't even come up on your scanner. No problem, man. Yeah, GRFX is just like the straight winner here. APRN honestly wasn't that bad either. I didn't see a huge potential in this, but we got more than I thought we were going to, so I'm happy about that. GRFX, well, yeah, that's just the winner. What did this one start at again? This one started at 280 and we're at 4. That's not bad. Everyone's speculating this upturn in the market's going to end soon, which they might be right, but man, you always have some people saying things are going to turn worse, and you have other people saying things are only going to get better, and like, who really knows? There's really no way of predicting it, right? APRN still hitting highs here. 560, we hit 564. Okay, so after we're done trading today, I'm going to go in the coaching chat and I'm going to post all the topics that I'm covering in the beginner course for the online course because I'm actually at the point where I've run out of content, but I know I'm still missing things. I just, at a beginner level, I'm not really sure what more to add, but I'll give you guys the whole, what's it called? Curriculum, I guess, and you guys can go over it. GRFX is at 450 here. It's actually going to 450. I am at a loss for words with this stock. I'm gonna take the rest out, I think. Oh man, but man, I'm gonna get such bad FOMO if I take it out now and it goes up to $5. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that barely brought up our average, but that's okay. You know what? I think we just about made a whole dollar on that. Right, so yeah, we went 352 to, I mean, technically I sold the rest at 440, but averaging out about 430 right now, which isn't terrible. I think if it takes a decent dip, I might buy in more. Paper train detox, yeah. Yeah, see that's the hard part, right? Like when you do bad on a live account, you go to paper train. I can almost guarantee every time you go to paper train, you're gonna do phenomenal. But that's kind of the point, right? Because it builds up that confidence again. And it shows you that there's definitely wins to be had, and it kind of fixes that mental problem, and then you get back into real trading and it's a little bit better. You still have to ease into it and stuff, but it does get better. All right, GRFX, let's take a nasty drop down to $4 so I can buy back in. Although we are very overextended, so it's getting riskier and riskier to buy back in, but so far it's just working out. So we're getting close. Okay, I'm gonna start making that call. GRFX, $4. I'm gonna try for 440 again, and then a 390 stop. Does that make sense if we drop down to 390? Yeah, yeah, it does. I'm okay with that. And that's still not risking a whole lot. That's like 2.5% or something. So if you get in higher than $4, you can give it a little bit more room if you want to, but I wouldn't give it a crazy amount. Because this is definitely risky buying this high. We could definitely just go into a downturn at any point here. So just make sure you're aware of that. Oh, that I typed that in GRFX, not FRFX. I don't even know how I did that. Hopefully people know what I'm talking about, though. I bet FRFX is a stock, though. APRN's hitting a pullback here. Yeah, it did hit a little bit of a pullback down to 540, but man, there's just not enough room here to make me want to jump back in. Like even if it hit VWAP at 530, Yeah, at 530, I could see myself getting back in. 540, not so much. You missed every GRFX trade and you still made that much money? That's nuts. Damn, can you imagine if you hit those, though? Uh, yeah, so we're hitting about 410 on GRFX. That's a decent pullback. I'm okay with buying in there. We're back up to about 430, so we're already about 20 cents in profit there. That's a decent place to take profit, especially at this high risk level. GRFX. GRFX? Yeah, GRFX, that's the word. As long as I'm getting it right. Or trying to, I guess. We are hitting a little bit of downturn there, so we're currently sitting negative, but we did take a little bit of profit there, so fingers crossed it doesn't run to stop, but we are up a little bit, so I'm not too worried about it. APRN still sitting around that 550 area. Took a nasty dip on AXDX here down to $1.26. Looks like it was a decent place to buy in, but again, thing below that 200 EMA, it's risky. We've got GRFX here, not looking too bad. Looks like it might hit stop. It's kind of iffy at this point. I think after this trade, we'll mostly be sitting on our hands. I know I said that earlier, but we kept seeing opportunities, and those opportunities kept paying off. So it's kind of hard to sit on your hands when there's money on the table. Was that a pun? Misspelling by like that? Yeah, let's go with that. It did go by really fast. I didn't look at the clock until it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, "Whoa, shit! That's half an hour gone just like that." Yeah, today went by really. There's some mornings, or definitely some Monday mornings, where I'm watching a clock being like, "Please, just hit 7:30 sometime soon, so I can stop trading." Like some mornings, it's just not worth it. Last Monday was definitely not really worth it. I think we made a little bit of profit, nothing major. However, today's been pretty good. I'm actually not sure what we're sitting at currently, but I bet you we made at least 30 grand today. I haven't been using the 9 EMA because the 9 EMA is a very bullish indicator when you're using it for entries and exits, and we haven't really been in a bullish market, so I took it off, and the VWAP 14, I took that off too. Um, but we've been in a bullish market for at least a couple of weeks now. I wouldn't say that we're actually in a bull market, but it's been a little bit more bullish lately, so they might be working again. But when you're in a bear market, it's a lot harder to use those. It will be back soon, and yeah, you could have definitely been using those for the past probably couple of weeks. Like I have it here. Like if I put on the VWAP 14 and I put on the 9 EMA, like they're pretty accurate, right? Because you'd be looking to take trades off these lines. So the VWAP 14 would have gotten you two decent entries here. Actually, basically where we got in both times. So I mean, like I guess I must still mentally have them in my head or something, but they do look like they're working right now, at least on this stock. Um, but yeah, they're definitely useful indicators when it's a bull market. In a bear market, they're going to give you a lot of false signals. That's why I took them off, because like sometimes I stop thinking about whether or not we're in a bull or bear market, and I'm just like, oh, I see something, I'm going to do it. I still do that without them, but I do it less without them. So, but yeah, you could definitely keep them on, and just keep in mind that if the stock isn't like super trending or anything, then it might not be producing good signals. Have I changed anything else on the chart recently? I don't really think so. Sometimes I've been switching to a 2 minute time frame instead. Whoa, not 23, 2. 2 minute time frame instead because it's a little bit clearer, a little less noise in it. I look at the 5 minute every now and then, but besides that, not really. No, it's mainly been the same. I haven't really been using the beginner strat too much because you're either playing stocks like GRFX, which are super bullish, so you're basically sitting positive on the SMACD the whole time, or you're playing something like, MSPR, where like you could get a signal, but it could be false. Definitely a good start to Monday for sure, yeah. But yeah, besides that, I've just been doing the same thing. There was a little while that we were shorting, but that was like beginning of bear market where everything was just terrible every day. So like didn't have much of a choice. You just had to short if you wanted to make money. APRN is going for the VWAP bounce. It is going for the VWAP bounce. If I had more than 12 minutes left, I would probably be taking this trade. But seeing as how it's only 12 minutes, I'm not quite sure I'll hit the price target I want to hit in that time. So I would say it's probably feasibly for you to hit 560 again. You can put different times as favorites, yeah. But it's also just as easy just to hit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever and just hit enter. So I just it's not worth the effort to favorite it for me. For day, I think you can just hit day. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Can't hit day. How would you get day for that? Is there a key binding for it? Oh, I wonder if you hit 1D. Yeah, if you hit 1D, it'll go to 1 day. But yeah, or you could just do favorites. That's true. I feel like that's the same though. You just go like, because you have to go in here, right? So if I add that to my favorites, oh, never mind. I see it pops up beside it. Got it. That's why. Makes sense. Okay. That might be just as easy. Yeah, hitting 1D is a little inconvenient. I don't think I use 1 day enough to really make 1 day worth it. I usually use the 1, 2, or 5 minute chart. So like for me, that's pretty easy. It's just one number and then hit enter. But yeah, if I was going to use 1 day, I'd probably favorite that because it's a little inconvenient going here and then scrolling all the way down to 1 day. But just having a button there to click would definitely be easier. GRFX is going to stop us out in the remainder there. It is down to 380 now. We'd be looking, if you're going to play this again, I'd be looking at a VWAP bounce. Can get rid of all of these stop lines. We could chart out some new support and resistance. So we're probably looking at area right here. Maybe an area right there. Right there. So that's probably what it looks like now. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, GRFX definitely would look to get in around VWAP. MSPR, I wouldn't be playing that. SMMT, there's no volume in that, so that's not worth playing. SVRE, like maybe at some point today this is going to bounce back up, but I mean, this has so much potential to keep dropping down to $3 that it might not be worth going long on. Although you're building quite a bit of support here, this is in a slight uptrend, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. I mean, like if you're gonna sit here all day and play it, it might be worth it. That could be something. AXDX, it didn't look great earlier, but it is back above that 200 EMA. It is pushing above that VWAP as well a little bit. So this might turn bullish again. Might pick up a 15-cent candle on which one? Probably GRFX. Yeah, yeah. These some of these candles are pretty wild. I mean, but on the upswing too, right? You got those giant candles on the upswing. So it's at least it's fair. It's going both ways. APRN did go for that VWAP bounce. Looks like it is up a little bit higher, 544. Yeah, I mean this one could be. I think this is going back up to about 560. Then GRFX might make it up a little higher. But I do think that if anything, it's going to come down to at least close to VWAP, maybe 375 before a bounce. Where did this at 382? Yeah, I think it'll probably break a new low first. We'll have to see. I think it could be a decent opportunity at 375, maybe even 380 if you really want to risk it. But man, I can't believe we were struggling for so long on GRFX just to hit that 320 mark. We were way down here. We were playing chump change compared to where it got to. Oh man, could you imagine? We opened up like 4 trades down here and we had runners in all of them, and then we closed them all out around like 340 to or 330 to 350. And then it hit $4, almost hit 450. Oh man, if only I could tell the future. I'd be a super millionaire. Looks like GRFX is gonna curl up here. MACD is looking pretty good here. Only 7 minutes left. I don't think I'm gonna risk it. I'm quite happy with the trades that we've taken today. I actually don't know if I went red on any trades. I'm gonna take a look quickly. No, I actually didn't make any red trades today. There's a couple close calls with some stop outs on runners. Got like a 2% win on SMMT, but that was it. Nice. That brings up our average a little bit, I bet. It's gotta. It sure did. Well, we're definitely going for 500K. I'll just go through this now. You know what? I'm having fun watching GRFX, so we'll give this a minute. Still got a couple minutes till we can go over the money board here, but damn, should have taken that GRFX trade. I mean, I still would have had 6 minutes left, and it just went from 380 to 411, so that's 30 cents right there. Yep, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. This looks like a Wyckoff dip right here. It's actually almost a textbook Wyckoff dip. This looks like it's definitely going to go back up to a high here, 440. Interesting. Interesting. Slightly salty I didn't get in, but that's okay. APRN's back down to VWAP here. Yeah, this is moving so slow. There was no way I was going to make money off it that quickly. You missed GRFX as well? Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's okay. We'll go through the money board here. So today, 13 wins, 0 losses, equaling 117,000, almost 118,000 in wins, bringing our total up to 322K for the month, which is 64,000% gains. We'll probably hit 500K at least. What do we got for days left here? We're on Monday, so we got at least this whole week, and then a couple days next week as well on this challenge. So I think we will definitely hit 500K unless we hit like a really bad stretch of market. Maybe even a million if we push it. We'll have to see though. As far as the trade summary goes, we're up 98% today. Biggest win would have been that GRFX trade for 22%. The rest were kind of small. Again, somehow we did worse than Friday. What did we win on Friday? That was bigger. We didn't have bigger wins. We just had more consistently bigger wins. We had a lot of small wins here. Yeah, it wasn't bad. This past couple days have actually been pretty good. There's only been a couple days this month. Don't know what day the 15th was, but only 30% there. There's another small one somewhere, wasn't there? No trades on those days. Thought there was a smaller one. Oh, guess not. Okay, I guess our lowest was 30%. We're almost like consistently hitting just about 100%. Almost every single day. All right. How do I... Oh no. Oh no, it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do, and I'm not in it. Yeah, no worries. Magic hands. Yep, I'd say so. You're setting unrealistic expectations for new people. That's for sure. Oh, you took it. Good. Somebody took it at least. Goddamn, look at that. 380 to 450. Man, that would have been a good trade. Ah, painful. That's definitely painful to watch. This is why I mainly close down charts when I'm done trading instead of watching, because if I watch, I want to jump back in, because I see so many potential plays. I end up getting obsessed. Wow, look at that knife, too. All the way back down to $4. That was like a 50-cent knife, 40-cent knife. Stopped at 409, yeah. That sucks. That's like 1 cent. Yeah, anyone really. Yeah, if you've got a year, that's a decent amount of exposure to the markets and stuff. Anyone really new, yeah, they see the challenges and they see the money and they're like, oh, that looks really easy. I could do that. It's really not that easy. You definitely at least some sort of practice before you start making money. And even then, it does take a while to become consistent at it. It's definitely not, a get rich quick scheme or anything. Definitely takes some time. That's good. Really glad to hear that. It's all about the process and getting better at it. The money comes when you get good. So it's better to focus on, working on your skills and working on your risk management and all that kind of stuff and focus on the money later. You don't even ever have to really focus on the money. Like I don't think I've ever really, I used to focus on the money and every time I did, I would lose. And then the second I stopped focusing on the money, everything kind of turned green and started going well. So that would be definitely my greatest advice. Just turn the P&L off. I don't have it on in mind. I check the money board when I'm done trading or close to done trading, and that's what I see. Um, yeah. The only time I'm ever surprised is when I see a red day. Luckily, I haven't been surprised in over a year. GRFX, I hate you so much. We're hitting that new high. 450. Literally hit just 450. But yeah. Yeah, definitely an accomplishment to not be red in over a year. April, I can't remember what day it was. Sometime in April 2021 or something, I was red. I think I was like $10 red or something. I don't even honestly remember the last time I was red before that, but yeah, I think I was only like $10 red. It was mostly fees because I think at that time I was still on Quest Trade and I was starting with a small account and it was just like it ate me alive that day. Because Quest Trade it's $10. Was it $10 each way? I can't even remember. That was so long ago. No, it was $5 each way. Yeah, $5 each way. So it's $10 per trade, which is like insane when you have a small account. But yeah. Now I'm on IBKR, and when you have a small account, going on IBKR, it's just so much easier. The fees are so much cheaper. Anyways, guys, looks like we're out of time for the day. Hopefully, y'all made some money. Monday, yeah, okay. Well, maybe we'll take a different look at Mondays from now on, or maybe until we see another bad Monday. But yeah, it was a couple Mondays in a row were bad, but this one seemed to be pretty okay. So hopefully we continue that trend. But yeah, hopefully y'all made some money, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.